Good evening, everyone. Thank you for having me here today. It's great to see so many people committed to their health and well-being, no matter their age. Today, we're going to talk about something that affects all of us as we get older, maintaining our mobility, flexibility, and overall comfort. Specifically, we're going to focus on how a few simple stretches can fix 90% of your problems after 40. We all know that as we age, our bodies change. We start to notice aches and pains we didn't have before. We might feel stiff when we wake up in the morning, or perhaps we find it harder to do the things we used to do without feeling fatigued or uncomfortable. This can be incredibly frustrating, especially for those of us who were once very active. But the good news is that many of the issues we experience in our 40s and beyond can be alleviated with a simple yet powerful tool: stretching. Stretching is something that in our busy lives we often overlook or take for granted. We might stretch a little before a workout, or perhaps when we're feeling particularly tight, but many of us fail to incorporate regular stretching into our daily routine. But if we took the time to stretch regularly, we would experience less pain, increased flexibility, and a better quality of life. Stretching helps to loosen tight muscles, improve posture, and reduce the risk of injury, all of which are crucial as we age. But what exactly should we focus on when stretching, and which areas of our body are most affected as we get older? That's what we'll dive into today. The first stretch I want to talk about is one that targets the hip flexors. As we get older, we often spend much of our days sitting, whether it's at a desk, in a car, or on the couch. Sitting for long periods can cause the muscles at the front of our hips to become tight and shortened. Over time, this can lead to discomfort, poor posture, and even lower back pain. Tight hip flexors are a common culprit for many people in their 40s and beyond. One of the best ways to combat tight hip flexors is by doing a deep lunge stretch. To do this, start by standing with your feet hip-width apart. Take a big step forward with your right foot and bend both knees so that your right thigh is parallel to the ground. Keep your left leg straight behind you, with your knee hovering just above the floor. You should feel a stretch at the front of your left hip, as well as some tension in your right hip and thigh. Hold this position for 30 seconds to 1 minute, then switch sides. Doing this stretch regularly will help open up your hips, improve your posture, and relieve any tightness or discomfort you may feel in your lower back. Next, let's talk about the hamstrings. These muscles, located at the back of your thighs, often become tight as we age, especially if we spend a lot of time sitting. Tight hamstrings can lead to a number of issues, including lower back pain, poor posture, and difficulty with movement. If you've ever found yourself bending over to tie your shoes and felt a sharp pull in the back of your legs, then you've likely experienced the effects of tight hamstrings. A simple and effective way to stretch your hamstrings is through a standing hamstring stretch. To do this, stand with your feet hips-width apart and extend one leg straight in front of you. Flex your foot so that your toes point upward. Slowly bend forward at the hips, reaching toward your toes while keeping your back straight. You should feel a stretch in the back of your extended leg. Hold the stretch for 20 to 30 seconds, then switch legs. You can also perform this stretch while sitting on the ground, with one leg extended straight out in front of you and the other bent. The goal is to gradually increase your flexibility in your hamstrings, which will help reduce tension in your lower back and improve your overall mobility. Another stretch that can help alleviate discomfort after 40 is one that targets the lower back and the muscles that surround it. Lower back pain is one of the most common complaints among people over the age of 40. Whether it's due to sitting for long periods, poor posture, or simply the natural aging process, many of us experience stiffness, tightness, or even pain in our lower backs. A great way to relieve this tension is by doing a cat-cow stretch. To perform a cat-cow stretch, get down on all fours with your hands directly under your shoulders and your knees directly under your hips. Begin by arching your back toward the ceiling, tucking your chin toward your chest. This is the cat position. Hold for a few seconds, then slowly lower your belly toward the floor, lifting your head and tailbone toward the ceiling. This is the cow position. Alternate between the two positions, moving slowly and deliberately with your breath. This stretch helps to mobilize your spine, release tension in your lower back, and improve overall flexibility in your torso. Along with these stretches for your hips, hamstrings, and lower back, it's important to focus on your shoulders. Many people in their 40s and beyond experience tightness in their shoulders and upper back, often due to poor posture or sitting at a desk for long periods. When your shoulders are tight, it can lead to discomfort in your neck, back, and even your head. Over time, this can contribute to tension headaches and other discomforts that make it hard to go about your day. A fantastic stretch for relieving shoulder tension is the doorway stretch. To do this, stand in a doorway with your arms bent at 90-degree angles as if you are going to push open a door. Place your forearms against the door frame and step forward with one foot. You should feel a gentle stretch across your chest and shoulders. Hold this position for 20 to 30 seconds and then step back. This stretch helps open up your chest, improve your posture, and release any tightness in your shoulders and upper back. Now let's talk about the neck. As we get older, we often become more aware of neck stiffness or soreness, whether it's from looking down at our phones, working at a computer, or simply the natural wear and tear on our neck muscles. Neck discomfort is a common issue for many people over 40. One of the best ways to alleviate this discomfort is through neck stretches. A simple neck stretch can be performed by sitting up straight in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. Slowly tilt your head to the right, bringing your ear toward your shoulder. You should feel a gentle stretch along the left side of your neck. Hold for 20 to 30 seconds, then switch sides. Another option is to look over one shoulder, holding your gaze for a few seconds before switching sides. These stretches can help release tension in your neck and improve your range of motion, making it easier to move your head without discomfort. Now that we've covered these 5 key stretches, targeting the hip flexors, hamstrings, lower back, shoulders, and neck, it's important to understand why these stretches are so effective, especially as we get older. As we age, our muscles tend to lose elasticity, and our connective tissues can become stiffer. The good news is that stretching regularly can help counteract these changes, keeping our muscles flexible and our joints mobile. Stretching also helps to improve circulation, which can reduce stiffness and improve our energy levels. But in addition to their physical benefits, these stretches also promote mental well-being. Stretching forces you to slow down and connect with your body. It gives you a moment to focus on your breath, clear your mind, and release stress. And let's not forget that taking time for yourself to focus on your health and well-being is incredibly important as we age. Stretching doesn't just help with physical discomfort, it also helps with mental clarity, relaxation, and overall quality of life. Now, as we wrap up this discussion, I want to stress that incorporating these stretches into your daily routine doesn't need to be difficult or time-consuming. You don't need to set aside an hour for a full stretching session. Instead, try incorporating these stretches into your day in small ways. Do a few stretches in the morning before you get out of bed. Take breaks throughout the day to stretch your hips, shoulders, and neck. And before you go to sleep, take a few minutes to stretch and relax your muscles. Over time, you'll notice the benefits of increased flexibility, reduced pain, and improved mobility. Remember, it's never too late to start taking care of your body. Whether you're 40 or 80, stretching is a simple yet powerful way to improve your overall health and quality of life. So let's make stretching a part of our daily routine and embrace the benefits it offers for both our bodies and our minds. Thank you.